Follow your dreams. That's right. Dreams and Passions. Mickey Rooney's been following his dreams for a long, long time. Anyway, I'd like to say that Mickey Rooney is, of course, as you probably well know, American film actor and star entertainer. His film and television career and stage appearances span nearly his entire lifetime. During his career, Mickey won multiple awards, including an Academy Award, Golden Globe Award, and Emmy Award as well. Best known for his work as the Andy Hardy character, Rooney has had one of the longest careers of any actor ever. Rooney was born in Brooklyn, New York, to a vaudeville family. I want to welcome Mr. Mickey Rooney to the Teddy Smith Rock and Roll Show. How you doing, Mickey?
Hello, Teddy. Good evening. How's the weather there?
Well, it's about 85 degrees in New York. Love to meet you in New York City sometime.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Well, listen.
How far are you from New York?
We're actually right in New York City at 449 Broadway in downtown Manhattan, New York City.
I see. Well, hi there, Manhattan.
Well, I want to also thank Mr. Stuart Jacobson, who produced the show. Stuart Jacobson and Stuart Jacobson Productions, by the way, for putting this whole thing together.
Well, that's wonderful. Thanks, Stuart.
And, of course, Mickey, you were very helpful with Stuart Jacobson with the Marines, and also you did some great things at Camp Lejeune, and also things with the help, the tots for that sort of thing, and everything. That was great, you know, what you did for him.
Well, you don't understand that, evidently.
Yeah, the toys.
I was in the Army for 4 years.
Yeah, that Toys for Tots, that was great. For 4 years.
Not Tours for Tots. It was the Army.
And the Army.
3 men in a Jeep.
That was great. Tell us
we went over on the Queen Mary and landed at Le Havre.
That was great. Tell us about some of your experiences during World War II, if you could.
Well, no, the fact that I'm very honored that in my Jeep we had 158 men that went over, and in my Jeep show there was Bob Priester and Mario Peroni, who played the accordion, and Bob, who drove the Jeep, and on all kinds of weather, and we don't know where we were. We were attached. We weren't committed to any particular army, and I was very honored, more than honored, when we were doing our show, and General Patton came by and saw us, and who was that man? Somebody said, that's Private Rooney. He says, I want him decorated with a Bronze Star.
Yeah, you've done some great things for the Marines, Mickey. And
no, I admire every outfit that we have. You know that Jimmy Stewart was a 2-star general in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I was kind of aware of that. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And did you know that Lee Marvin was a Marine?
I wasn't aware of that one, though.
Yeah, well, and he's buried in Arlington National Cemetery as we speak. And also, one of the most decorated men in the world, a lot of people don't know this, and never will be again, was an actor. Do you know his name?
Not really sure of the name, but maybe you could tell us.
Audie Murphy.
Now, it's definitely a big name. I also know one thing. You know what that is?
What's that?
You were a radio personality during your military service during World War II.
Who?
You.
Well, that's not as important as Audie Murphy.
That's true.
There were people in the show business world that laid up their tools and get every cameraman and prop man and directors. George Stevens was there and did a lot of wonderful work. And after the war was over, naturally we all wanted to get home. I was in a boxcar, and my friend Hugh Martin had come from another place. He wrote, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." Hugh was there, and he said, well, we're going home. I said, gee, how long have you been? Where have you been, Hugh? He says, everywhere like you. And we're dear friends even today. And so I went in and I reported, and he said, Rooney, you have enough points to go home. And I see that you wear the Bronze Star. I said, yes, I was fortunate. But there were a lot of their nurses, people, everybody. But it's something I'm very proud of.
I know you're also Laurence Olivier. Of course, there are many people proud of you. But when Laurence Olivier was on the Joe Franklin show, Joe asked Laurence, who was the best actor today, without doubt. He said, of course, Mickey Rooney.
Well, Sir Laurence Olivier, to have him say something like that is, I hope he saw. I hope I don't think he knew what he was saying. I've just been fortunate enough. I've made over 361 pictures.
Wow, and even
some of them were good, some of them were bad, some of them were so bad they weren't released, they were escaped.
And even today, you're making movies with your wife Jan. Today,
right? You bet. We made 9 together, and we just finished one in Chicago, and then one with my friend Ernie Borgnine called The Club. We finished that about a month ago, and Ernie and I did a picture together that I wrote called The Cowboys with. That hasn't been released yet. And with Ben Johnson and Ernie Borgnine and Ned Beatty, big cast. And it's wonderful.
Now, a few highlights, recall of the days when Mickey Rooney is the #1 actor in the world. Tell us a few moments or a few highlights or stories you could relate to our audience with tonight.
Well, the thing is that I don't think we have time for that, but I've had the pleasure of working with just about everybody, and I'm still doing it. Ben Stiller is one of our great friends, and of course Dick Van Dyke and all the directors, 20th Century Fox. Of course, I was at Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer and made a lot of pictures with Judy. We made musicals. Arthur Freed put us together, and Judy Garland and I made, you might say, Hollywood history at the time. We did Girl Crazy, Strike Up the Band, and then later on we did Words and Music. Just when I played Larry Hart. Well, and then of course I did The Black Stallion and Bridges of Tokary with Grace Kelly, but a lot of pictures. But the thing that I'm proud of is Jan is such a wonderful actress, and we and singer, and we've been together for 37 years, and we have our own star for working together, Jan and I, on Hollywood Boulevard.